Hi guys, welcome back to my bathroom. Today we are going to be doing this look here, very summery. I am sunburnt and I have mosquito bites, so I felt like a summer look was appropriate. If I seem kind of low energy in this video, my allergies are really bothering me. I have a headache and my eyes are itchy, so bear with me through that. Hopefully the next one will be higher energy, but let's get into it. I am very, very sunburnt today, so please ignore that. I'm usually really good about putting sunscreen on. Yesterday I wasn't, and I spent all day outside yesterday, so we'll cover all of this up. But being sunburnt was kind of my inspiration for what I'm gonna do for today. I got sunburnt yesterday, and I have a ton of mosquito bites all over my legs, so it feels like summertime to me. So I figured we'd do something summery today. So I already primed my eyes with my Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion. I think this, yeah, that's just the original one. And then I set it with a eyeshadow that's close to the color of my skin. So we are gonna start out today with ColourPop Yes Please palette. That's what it looks like. And we are gonna start out with this orange shade right here. This one is called Big Cocktails. We're going to take that shade Big Cocktails on a Morphe M433. This one is just stained. I need to clean it, but it doesn't have any product left on it. So I'm going to dip in there. Just start on the outer corner. Kind of like what we did in the last video that I put up. Just stamp it all through the crease. Gonna take a Makeup Geek soft dome brush, use this in my last video as well, and just start, no product on this, just start buffing that out. I'm gonna add a little bit more of that orange with that first brush. Keep blending it out. We don't have to worry about bringing it up too high just because I'm gonna add some yellow to the outside of this to pull in the shade that I'll put on my lid, which is a really cool color. It's like a yellow with almost a reddish orange flip to it. So that looks good. Gonna do the other eye. Next, what I'm gonna do is go in with this yellow shade down here. This is the shade Mischief. And I'm gonna take that same dome brush that I used to blend out all of that orange shade, tap in really lightly, and just go on the very outer edge of that orange. You can see it kind of softens the edges of that orange. Oh, we added a lot there. That's okay. I actually kind of like how high up that came. And I think I'm going to go in and deepen up that orange a little bit more after I put the yellow on the side. So we're going to deepen up the orange a little bit more. So just using that first brush, dipping back into the orange, I'm going to stamp a little bit more on my crease and just blend that out a little bit again with that yellow. Just to darken it up a little bit, and then we'll add another color to really deepen it up. Next, we're going to go in with the Morphe M562, this little guy. This one's stained as well, but there's no product on it. Going to dip into this red color right here. This one is Spoiled. Going to put that in the outer corner, kind of patting that in, and then we're going to pull it up into the crease. So there's what that looks like. Gonna do the other eye quickly. And then to deepen up that outer corner just a little bit more, we're gonna go in with this dark brown shade. This one is French Kiss. I'm going in with my Makeup Geek Outer V brush, just tapping into that really lightly. And then just placing it right above the lash line, just in that very outer corner. Kind of pulling it in a little bit towards the middle of the eye. And it's a subtle difference. So that's everything in the ColourPop palette for now until we go into the lower lash line. So before I put color on my lid, I am going to go in with my NYX glitter primer. I use this with most of my shimmer shades just to help them stick to my eyelid. So I just put a little bit on the back of my hand. I do one eye at a time. just because this will dry pretty quickly. So I just put this everywhere that I'm gonna put my shimmer shade. So inner corner meeting to where that deepness is in the outer corner. For my shimmer shade, I'm going to use a Makeup Geek. This is a foiled eyeshadow brush. This is a really skinny, just flat brush. And we are going to use this big guy, the BH Cosmetics Zodiac palette. And the color we're going to be using is the Aquarius shimmer shade up here. This one's super cool. It's got like a yellow to red shift. And with these shades, I like to spray my brush with some setting spray. I'm just using the NYX matte one. Spray that and then dip in and put it on my lid. So that's what that looks like. All right, so we have both eyes done on the top. So now we're gonna go in with the face. Last time I did my makeup on video, I used a foundation that was kind of newer to me. Today, I think I'm just gonna do what my regular foundation routine is, just in case anybody's interested in seeing that. So the foundation that I typically use is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte. This one is in the color 102. This one's too dark for me, but I have a white foundation that I'll mix with it. The only thing I don't like about this one is it really settles into my smile lines, so I'm gonna add some extra primer around there to try to fill those in a little bit. So usually with that one, I go in with a combination of primers. I usually use a silicone-y clear primer. This one's the Milani Prime Shield. And this one I'll put all over my face. And next I'm gonna go in specifically with a pore filling primer. I got this one. This is the Dr. Brandt Pores No More Pore Refining Primer. I got a sample of this in an Ipsy bag a long time ago and I remembered really liking it, but I don't like it as much as I remembered I did, and it's actually really expensive. So I've tried the NYX one as well, the NYX like pore filling primer, and that one works better than this one, I think. So I'm just gonna use this one just because I paid for it and I'm gonna use it up. So this one, I focus kind of right here where some of my pores get big, and then down my nose, on my cheeks, and on my chin where I feel like my pores are most noticeable. I'll kind of swipe it on and then pat it in to kind of press it into the pores. And I'm going to try something a little different today because this foundation really likes to settle in my smile lines. I'm going to try using the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer just right here to try to fill those in a little bit. We'll see how it goes, and please ignore my friend right there. We'll cover her up. She's a result of me trying to shave my mustache because I have PCOS and my body's favorite symptom to exhibit is excessive hair growth. So we deal with it. So while we're letting that primer kind of cook into the skin, we're gonna do kind of our under eye treatment. So that e.l.f. Under Eye Roller Refresh. Again, I don't know if this does anything, but it feels nice underneath my eyes, so it might just be water in here, but that's fine. Next, we're going in with the e.l.f. Under Eye Sheer Blurring Primer to knock down some of that blue underneath the eyes. Like I said, this color is too dark for me. This is the second lightest, so there's one shade below this, which is also, I think, too dark for me. My face is burnt right now though, so it might match me a little bit better, but I usually mix this with, this is the LA Girl Pro Coverage High Definition Longwear Illuminating Foundation. This is the white one. I'll usually just mix a pump of this in with this foundation and just kind of custom make my own perfect color. And the thing I like about that LA Girl mixer, with this L'Oreal foundation specifically, I feel like it doesn't change the way that the L'Oreal foundation works. Because the mix-in is an illuminating foundation, I feel like it does kind of help make my skin look more skin-like rather than like a bunch of makeup on my face. But I still can stay relatively matte throughout the day. matte foundation, I typically use Tarte Shape Tape. I know this is expensive, but you get a lot of product in here. And it's one of my favorite concealers, especially for my under eyes. I feel like it really covers up all my baggage that I got going on under there. We're gonna add a little bit right there. Cover our little pal up. And I'm gonna go in with Maybelline Fit Me in 05 and set all of that. And I'm gonna set the rest of my face with my Essence pressed powder. While all of this is setting, I'm gonna quickly do my eyebrows and I'll be right back. Okay, eyebrows are done. I'm gonna sweep away all of this. So now we're gonna finish up the lower lash line. I'm gonna kind of mimic exactly what we did before. So taking my little Makeup Geek pencil brush, I'm gonna go back into that red color. Pull that all across my lower lash line. And we didn't do eyeliner today. I just didn't feel like it. Then with my little bit bigger pencil brush, going back into that orange shade that we put in the crease, putting that right underneath the red. And then I'm gonna use my Makeup Geek Outer V brush again and dip into that yellow a little bit and just very gently put that underneath the red and the orange. And it just kind of helps soften everything and blend it out. I'm not gonna do it as heavy as I did on top. Finishing touches on the eyes, I'm just gonna highlight the inner corner and the brow bone. And for my brow bone and my inner corner, I'm just gonna use the highlighter that I'm gonna use on my face. This is the Tribe Highlighter Volume 3 from Juvia's Place. Looks like this. Going in with my little e.l.f. brush that I usually use for highlighting. And that's the eyes all done, so we're gonna finish up the face now. Going in with my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer to bronze. Pull my hair behind my ears to get in there. Get the forehead. And I put my bronzer pretty much right up into my hairline. And again today I'm using my Mellow blush in the color Bronze. I feel like it just goes well with this look on my e.l.f. Flawless face brush. Not going in nearly as heavy as I did last time, but I did like the effect of kind of pulling it up towards my temple. So I am going to do that, kind of stamp it on the apples and sweep it up. I feel like it really helps blend it with the bronzer. For highlighting today, I'm going to use this brush. I think this came in an Ipsy bag. It has no name or anything on it. It's just kind of a domed, fluffy brush. Going back in with that Juvia's Place highlighter. And other than eyelashes, that is the whole face. So we're going to set, use my normal stuff, MAC Fix Plus, and then my NYX Matte Finish Setting Spray. Okay, I'm going to curl my eyelashes, do my normal eyelash routine, and then we will put on lipstick. So I wanted to keep it really summery and kind of this sunsetty kind of look. So I'm actually gonna go in with a bright ass red lip today. And we are gonna use the ColourPop Lippy Sticks in the color Bossy. I don't have a lip liner that matches that. So I'm gonna use my Urban Decay Ozone one. This is just a clear one that kind of helps keep things from feathering. the finished look. Very summery, very sunsetty, sunrisey. I had a lot of fun doing this one. I just want to say thank you to everybody who has already watched my video that I posted before. I really appreciate all the support I'm getting in this. If anybody has any certain looks they would want to see, I know I've already gotten a request for a Tiger King look, whether I do a Joe Exotic look or make myself look like a tiger, so that might be coming. I plan on ordering a tripod for my phone so I can have a better setup. I'm thinking about filming all of like my eyeshadow palettes that I have, if anybody would be interested in seeing that. So yeah, just let me know if there's anything specifically that you guys want to see and I'll try to make it happen. I've got time to fill during this quarantine, so thank you guys again and I'll see you next time.